Hello students, through this recorded session, I am going to explain you the poem The Cookie Thief composed by Valerie Cox, and later I will send you its summary as well in the group. And students, as you already know that the summaries of the poems will be asked in the question paper, so you need to learn these summaries by heart. So now, beta, be attentive since I am going to read and explain the poem to you stanza wise. So first stanza here says, a woman was waiting at an airport one night with hours to kill before her flight. She hunted for a book in the airport shop, bought a bag of cookies and found a place to plop. Plop means to sit heavily. So here a lady has been depicted to be waiting for her flight in the night at the airport. As she had hours of time before her flight would come, so she went to a bookstall to purchase a book and also bought a bag of biscuits to pass her time. Then she looked for a place to sit on and wait. Next, second stanza. She was engrossed in her book, but happened to see that the man beside her, as bold as could be, grabbed a cookie or two from the bag between, which she tried to ignore to avoid a scene. Engrossed means to be completely lost or focused, and grab means to take away something very quickly. Okay. So here it is being said that at that time when the lady was totally lost in reading the book, she happened to see that the man sitting next to her on the same bench was so bold, so daring that even without asking her, he was taking away a or two cookies from her bag of biscuits, which was lying between both of them on the same bench. The lady didn't want to create any scene and therefore ignored the man. Now, third stanza. She munched the cookies and watched the clock. As this gutsy cookie thief diminished her stock, she got angrier as the minutes ticked by, thinking if I weren't so nice, I would blacken his eye. Munch means to chew something continuously, and gutsy means very bold and daring, and diminish means to reduce. Okay, so the lady felt very awkward but didn't say anything to that man. She continued to take the biscuits and munched them. She was anxiously looked at the clock as that bold cookie thief was reducing the stock of her cookies. As the time was elapsing, she grew angrier, and now she thought if she hadn't been so humble and decent, she would have blackened the eyes of the man. Now fourth stanza. With each cookie he took one too. And when only one was left, she wondered what he would do. With a smile on his face and a nervous laugh, he took the last cookie and broke it in half. So, with her taking off each cookie, that person also took one, and when there was just one biscuit left in the cookie bag, the lady wondered what that person would do next. So with a nervous smile on his face, the person took that last cookie also out of the bag and then broke it into two halves. Fifth stanza. He offered her half as he ate the other. She snatched it from him and thought, oh brother, this guy has some nerve and he is also rude. Why, he didn't even show any gratitude. Nerve means boldness and gratitude means thankfulness. So one half he ate up, and the second half he offered to the lady. She snatched it from him and thought very bad of that person. She thought that the man was very daring and rude, as he didn't even show any thankfulness to her. Now, sixth stanza. She had never known when she had been so galled, and sighed with relief when her flight was called. She gathered her belongings and headed for the gate, refusing to look back at the thieving ingrate. Galled means irritated or annoyed, and belongings means things in possession. Okay, and the last word is ingrate. Ingrate means a thankless person. So the lady here thought that she didn't know whether she had been so angry with anyone before also or not. And when there was the announcement of her flight, she became elated, very happy, and took a sigh of great relief. She picked up all her things and headed for the gate of the plane, without granting any glance to look at the cookie thief, whom she found to be a thankless person. So now, sixth stanza. She had never known when she had been so galled, and sighed with relief when her flight was called. She gathered her belongings and headed for the gate, refusing to look back at the thieving ingrate. Galled means irritated or annoyed, and belongings means things in a person's possession, and ingrate means a thankless person. So here the lady thought that she didn't know whether she had been so angry with anyone before also or not. And when there was the announcement of her flight, she became happy, very elated, and took a sigh of great relief. She picked up all her things and headed towards the gate of the plane without granting any glance to the cookie thief, whom she found to be a thankless person. Now, seventh stanza. She boarded the plane and sank in her seat, then sought her book, which was almost complete. As she reached in her bag, she gasped in surprise at the bag of cookies in front of her eyes. Board means to get on, and gasp means to stay with open mouth in surprise. Okay, so the lady then boarded the plane and sat in her seat. Now she wished to continue with the book which she had almost read, when she was fumbling things inside her bag to look for that book. She found a cookie bag which was hers, and she was now completely surprised. Now I will read the eighth and last stanza to you. If mine are hair, she moaned with despair. Then the others were his, and he tried to share. Too late to apologize, she realized with grief that she was the rude one, the ingrate, the thief. Despair means disappointment, and moan means to make a painful cry, and ingrate means a thankless person. Okay, so now she became disillusioned and realized with pain that there in her hands was the cookie bag that she had purchased and put into the bag, and it was his, from which she was continuously taking the biscuits while sitting on the bench of the airport, and that person was good enough to share them with her. Now the lady wanted to apologize, but it was too late, and so she found herself to be the real cookie thief. So students, I have explained this poem with its detailed explanation, and I hope you all have understood it. Thanks for watching the video. May you all have a good day ahead.